Good morning. Welcome back to Unspoken Exit, a series about suicide, suffering, and saying. So, as this series comes to an end, we have one more episode, and that's going to be the closing episode. I may add another episode, and that would be my personal story surrounding suicide. I haven't decided. I'm recording it, but I have not decided if it's posted. If there's 14 episodes, that means it hasn't posted. If there's 15, then you will see me in a very more vulnerable than the healing horizons. So, as we end this series with a truth many people carry in silence, I don't want to die, but I also don't know how to keep living like this. This gray zone, this quiet despair, is rarely talked about. So, the passive suicidal ideations that we talked about in, I think it was the second episode, sometimes suicidal thoughts aren't about taking action. They're about wishing you disappear, hoping for an accident, fantasizing about not waking up. That doesn't mean you want to die. It means you want the pain to stop. And that's an important distinction to make. People in this state often function externally, but inside they're numb, hopeless, disconnected. Might go to work and smile, raise their kids, but living in survival mode. And they don't know how to say, I'm not okay. You deserve support before it becomes a crisis. You don't have to earn help through a complete collapse. Therapy, support groups, community care, spiritual practice, these aren't just for people in emergencies. They're for life. All of these supports are there for when people want to use them. Yes, I hear it all the time. They're great, but those are for people who really need them. Or somebody else might need them more than I do. These supports are there. These supports are supports for people who want, who need, who desire them. These supports exist for everybody. And just because somebody is more needing of that particular resource, you're not taking away from them if you seek it out. Chances are, if you seek it out and someone you deem more important or more needy seeks it out both at the same time, chances are you both are going to be able to benefit from that particular resource. So, I'll give an example. Right now, I have a wait list. It's July. My wait list is extended until October. And that's only because I'm going on vacation in September for 2 weeks. And I'd rather not start new clients right before I go on vacation. So I give people are reaching out. The office manager and myself give people the same resources. You can sit on the waiting list, but we can also send you a list of other providers who we have vetted. Right? Our vetting criteria is they have to respond within 24 hours. If you can't meet that criteria, I'm not sending anybody to you. You actually have to have availability. But we have a couple of other criteria, but we also know that insurance is important for a lot of people. So we try to make sure that the folks that we're providing folks to do have insurance. Most folks that reach out to me are looking for a male presenting minority who specializes in very specific areas like sex, kink, BDSM, minor attracted persons, complex trauma, childhood trauma, and an understanding of marginalized communities like same gender loving or same sex loving populations. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of us. But that does not mean that the email that we respond back is, I'm sorry, it's not an option. The emails that we send back are, let us know what it is that you're looking for, and we will help you find somebody that meets that criteria. I have sat on the phone with folks for 15 minutes coming up with a very short list of folks, and then identifying where their flexibility might be. If paying through insurance is super important, what are one or two of the other categories that you might be more flexible with? And sometimes there is no flexibility. In that case, my response is, let's make you a priority on the wait list. The providers might be limited, but the resources are not. And there are lots of resources. There are lots of people, places, supports that are out there that you have the right to tap into. You're not broken. You're not selfish. You're not alone. Living takes courage. And there is a path forward, even if you can't see it. You matter. And this world needs your story, even if it's still being written. So I want to thank you all for showing up. And I look forward to seeing you in our next episode. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful, amazing rest of this beautiful day. I'll see you soon.